So thanks for your time to listen to our presentation. We had the same case study as group one about Spotify and his introduction in the music industry. So music industry through the year, if you look at the presentation, the graph we share with you, you see it. It's combining a first step from a physical system to a digital system. So through the year, we've been through vinyl, cassette, compact disc, and then we spread to MP3, who were the first digitalized support of music. And since the last part of the graph, you can see that streaming is nowadays the most developed evolution of music listening. And launched in 2008, Spotify was one of the pioneers in this transformation of music listening. We know that today Spotify has a huge number of tracks. 70 million are proposed in the library for the users, and the users are a huge number in the world. There are around 100 market with 345 million of active users, and inside of these users you also have the subscribers. So it's a huge monster of the music streaming, and you offer it on the platform, and that's why we have identify megatrends. I'm going to talk about that with Natalia later on. And we have also talking about the use cases applied to these megatrends. And we also will analysis the use case of table media playback in streaming, and it's Tobias and Pierre who is going to present you the IPR will be connected to that. Which of the megatrends are the most relevant for Spotify? We have talked that Spotify is a dematerialized of service content, so it offers non-physical musical content to the market, and users are not buying something physical assets, they are buying just a service. We have also identified that Spotify is entering in the mega trend of experience economy, because it immersed totally the customer into its technology, into the platform service it offers. It improves the customer journey through a specific cozy environment and an interface with the users they didn't have before. So they are totally interacting with the music universe proposed by Spotify. If we compare it to what they had before, they had the peer-to-peer, and they also have platform like Apple Music, who were offering legal digital music, but it's kind of a bridge that is offering between all of this, and offering a more emotional environment to the experience of listening music. Now I'm gonna let Natalia talk about the other mega trends.
So the other mega trends that we think are most relevant to Spotify is ubiquitous availability. As we know, the user can use this platform at any of his or her devices. It could be the smartphone, PC, tablets, etc. So once you are connected to the internet, you can access the content of your profile. In addition to this, the Spotify is represented in a wide variety of countries, and it is launching new and new markets all the time. So there is the specific content which is available worldwide, which you can access in any country where Spotify exists. And also, once you download the content, you can also access it even without internet connection. The other mega trend, which we think is really well addressed by Spotify, is personalization. So each user can personalize its music experience by creating its own personal playlist, by subscribing to other users' playlists, following particular artists or music genres, etc. Also, Spotify proposes the trends by countries. For example, you can follow, you can be suggested the top 100 in the US, in the UK, etc. So it is also personalized for your location. On the regular basis, Spotify also makes personal music recommendations, and these playlists are usually analyzing based on your previous listening experience. So the platform analyzes which music you prefer and matching the others which can be preferred, which you can like. In addition to this, the preferences can be suggested based on the context. For example, in a particular season or holidays time, you can be suggested the particular playlists. Also, we have noted that Spotify proposes some insights of your listening habits. For example, at the end of the year, you can be suggested with the list of your favorite songs that you have listened to the most. Spotify can provide you the information on the number of times you have listened to particular tracks or the number of hours overall that you have spent listening to the music. And one more trend that we would like to highlight is wellness. So as we know, overall, the music has the good influence on our physical and mental health. It can improve our mood, it can decrease the anxiety, the stress level, etc. It can also stimulate the particular memories. In addition to this, we have spotted that Spotify recently launched the daily wellness feature. It is the mix of motivational podcasts and personalized music, which is supposed to help you find positivity, mindfulness, and peace throughout your day. So this playlist, it updates once in the morning and once in the afternoon, in the evening. So in the morning, you receive the more positive, motivational content with the proposed list of podcasts, for example. And in the evening, the playlist is refreshed with some more relaxing content. So now we can move to the task 2 and describe the particular use cases.
Yeah, thank you. So now we will describe some use cases to overcome these new challenges corresponding to the mega trends. The first one related to personalization, so user feedback. Spotify can also personalize your experience by analyzing and analyzing your past experience. So the more you use the tool, the more personalized experience you will have regarding to what you like, your habits, and also your feedback. If you like a song, you click on the little heart, and so your experience is fully personalized thanks to your feedback. There's another one more related to the motivation, to motivate people to use Spotify and not another platform. So also, as I said, you have a personalization of your experience. You have your own playlists, and you are not, let's say, overwhelmed by all these songs, bands, group, music. You have several million. So you have this this function to this automatic, let's say, intelligent program that can analyze your style and proposing new stuff every day. You have a new proposition, new style, new band. So it motivates people to use and to say, okay, what is today my recommendation? Another one is related to the sport and the wellness trend, megatrend. Wellness is a megatrend, but we also add sport because depending on your activities, if you want to practice a lot of sports, maybe Spotify can be related to integrated with sport applications, and maybe also some sport accessories like the watch or something like that. And then once you start your exercise, automatically Spotify can propose you the more relevant songs or style of music. And imagine if you want to make some push-ups, it will not propose you some piano song, but a more rhythmic song. And the same for the relaxation, meditation. We can imagine Spotify have a lot of collaboration with all these companies related to sport and wellness to have a big ecosystem. And so each time you make something, you have Spotify here to propose you the best experience. Now I think Rudina will explain the next use case.
Okay, for community based on music experience, this is where we integrate a platform into Spotify where users can interact or share experiences with other users within communities, where users are able to share information about their favorite artists or songs and share or suggest songs to other users in the community. It's an interactive platform, on Spotify, where users can communicate with other users. Then gaming. It is a gaming platform. We want to integrate into Spotify. Spotify can introduce this gaming environment where users can play against other users on trivias about artists, quizzes on songs, and a reward system will also be put in place where winners can avail of free or lower charges on song downloads. This creates more excitement among users, and as a result, users get more addicted to Spotify experience. So I'll hand you over to Tobias for the IP rights to protect the use case.
Okay, yes, thank you. So, at the last point, we will have a look at the IP and how our IP can influence our use case, the stable media playback and streaming. And we was analyzing here, let's say, all possible IP rights in this way. And patents are for sure an important function here. Spotify has filed a lot of patent applications related to the improvement of the sound quality. And in order to make the media playback more smoother. To deliver thereby an exclusive feature, let's say the better, a really good sound quality in comparison to the competitors, to the user. Yeah, the patents can have a protection function, and thereby we can gain exclusivity and prevent competitors from using the same technology. That means that this is also supporting our statement, and we can maybe depending on our business strategy, ask for a premium price. Indirectly, it's also a reputation function, because we have here an improvement, and that shows that Spotify is innovative, and we can maybe improve thereby the reputation of the Spotify brand by this technology lead, by these patents. And then we also was thinking then that depending, of course, of the overall business strategy and the resources, the financial resources overall, there are also possibilities like, for example, a blocking function that we can around our own technology to, let's say, the stable media playback, for example, by pre-buffering, that we can maybe also think on other technologies that could lead to the same, let's say, to a good sound quality, to thereby then limit other competitors. This, of course, is depends also a lot on financial resources, because, of course, patenting is expensive. We was also thinking then maybe it could be in the future interesting to have the license function by the patent. That means that maybe in the future the premium price is not so important, or we maybe would like to use a cross-licensing to get access to another technology and give maybe thereby the access to our technology, let's say pre-buffering, to a competitor or another company. Also, we were thinking, we was discussing it this morning, the patent belt, yeah, that we can maybe also patent hereby different applications for stable media playback, for example, in the car. Yeah, and this is, of course, also depending again on the overall strategy and financial resources. We was also discussing the topic trade secrets. It could be for sure also a topic thereby, of course, how we would implement this technology in our apps and the business informations thereby, how we want to advertise this, and also negative know-how that we was seeing in our development, that things was so good or doesn't function so good to get here a good sound quality, a stable media playback. So keep this secret, keep this negative know-how secret, and to thereby get this function of protection and achieving competitiveness. Yeah, and Pierre will try to describe now a little bit more about trademark designs and copyright.
Much thanks, Tobias. So the team also considered 3 other possible IP rights, so trademark, design, and copyright. We would advise to consider the possibility to have a trademark related somehow to promote the unique sound quality, the stability, no breaks that would be provided by the stable media playback. And as an example, we have been thinking about a trademark Spotiqual, so quality of Spotify music, which we think would also further strengthen the Spotify brand. So there is a common identity between these two somehow. And the functions we would achieve here would be to further improve the reputation, as you know, Spotify being able to deliver unique sound quality, a unique sound experience to the user. Obviously, we would also like to have a protection function, gaining exclusivity to present others to use this. We also see a kind of complementary action here from the trademark together with the patents. They would work well together. Also, the trademark having no theoretical end of life, you know, this would remain for longer than the patent. This question might be a bit theoretical, because we don't really know in 20 years will this technology, you know, still be alive, or something else will come up. But still, I mean, this could be helpful in the future. Another possibility the team consider and would advise would be to file also a design here, very much related to an animated graphical user interface that would signify somehow the quality of the streaming. Let's assume, you know, you get into an area where suddenly you lose bandwidth and your buffer is coming, you know, shorter and shorter. So it might be good to give an indication. Okay, look, guys, you know, you might need to move, or you might have some issues in some moments. And we have been considering, you know, this small icon here, you know, this small yellow circle, which is also referring somehow to the Spotify logo. And this logo would be animated, and the shape would, you know, it would come from a nice round shape to a kind of, you know, smooth potatoes shape if you lose bandwidth. So that's, we think, would be a way to create further trust, you know, in Spotify music quality. This would also be a way, you know, as a protection somehow to, you know, avoid competitors to use the same. And obviously, this would improve the reputation also as a function. Last but not least, we think that copyright would also be something to consider to also protect, secure protection function on the code. That's what the team 2 proposed today.